So my initial plan was to release two videos yesterday, but um, that didn't work out considering that I had to do a lot of reshoots for the last video. And more specifically, I should have known that I was probably just I was only gonna have time to edit it at night and that I would only put it out today. So regardless, I still wanted to put out the update. This is just an abridged version of the last live stream that I did, but there are new things that I wanted to add to it because of where we are now, I guess. And that is that I'm going to. I know I've been talking about it in a couple of videos, but I'm going to start another making content on another platform at some point in the future, just because like as much as I like making videos on here, the full potential is off of YouTube to avoid copyright stuff. And specifically, I want to do more music related content, analysis, and stuff of that kind. That I do appreciate when videos that are analyzing, whatever artists, whatever band's discography actually play the music. But the only reason why they can do that is because they have a Patreon that is that they get money through that way because they're getting demonetized on YouTube or copyright claims or whatever. So I will be looking more towards that. So there's two things that I have going at the moment that will basically I'm gonna have like three different avenues, and that is obviously my Shopify. If you haven't checked out my store, I've plenty of merch, stuff from the last like Saturday for skydiving collection stuff. It's there. I do want to show you that this is a fleece hoodie that that I designed the design myself. It doesn't really look good because lighting and whatever in this room, but I would say that it is the same level of quality as one of my personal favorite hoodies, this hoodie right here, from Nothing Nowhere. It is basically the same quality. It is warm. I paid $80 for it. If you're not in Canada, Nigeria, or America and you want to access the store, send me a DM on either, I think I only have my Instagram, but send me a DM on Instagram and I'll open the store to whatever region. Just because I have it set for those specifically for the sole purpose of it would take a lot of time to set up different profiles on different regions, and that's annoying. And the only reason why I have Nigeria is because a lot of people that listen to my music on Audiomack are from Nigeria, so there's that. But more specifically, that's the first avenue. So I've a lot of cool stuff on there, a lot of different things, from shirts, hoodies, some other like not your typical style of clothing for merch, just because I wanted to do as much as I possibly could, expand more, and because a lot of merch designs from whatever band and artist that are done by the same company look really bad or follow trends that I just don't like. There's a lot of reasons why I don't buy a whole lot of merch, just because there's some really good artists and bands that I really like, but I just don't like their merch. The way it's done, it's like that. So yeah, I've done those designs. There's plenty of designs on my store. Check it out. That's the first thing. Second thing is I'm gonna just do commission art. I'm thinking $50. You get, depending on the request, you get 3 variants. Pretty good deal. Specifically, I want to do album art, but it's whatever. You want art, it's done. It's mixed media art on my Instagram. I also have a Facebook group. I'll include that somewhere also on my link tree, as well as the description. If you don't use Instagram, that's fine. And then the third avenue would be this other side of content creation on a different platform. And what I'm looking at different things. The main thing that I want to do right now, though, is try to get sales from those two avenues and then start preparing for the next step, which is the other side of content creation. I've been following a lot of different, not influencers, but creators that do art, and even the YouTubers that have like their Patreon stuff, just to get an idea of how to, I guess, sell the service. And I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm also in different Facebook groups, so promoting there, some Discords and stuff like that. It's going to be an interesting year for that. I'm not going to stop making content on this channel though. And what I'm actually going to do is whatever content gets uploaded on this channel, whenever I do start that next platform, I will be uploading whatever's on here, whether it be music, whether it be, the videos onto that platform. Now, the problem or an idea that I have, and it could become a problem in the future, and I'm willing to hear feedback on this, because I completely understand if you don't want to do this. But when I looked at the different content creation apps that have the Ferris distribution service, it's obvious it's the most infamous one that people tend to use for adult content. But there are people that upload to that platform that don't make adult content, and that's what I would do. Obviously, it's the Ferris route, and it's also, I don't really know the difference between a lot of these services, because I have Patreon. I've looked at Patreon in terms of what you can upload, and I really the only difference that I care about is the distribution. But I completely understand if people don't want to sign up for that service just because of the negative connotation that it has. I completely understand. Now, that being said, what to expect in the future, basically what I want to do is just focus on my art. I've decided to leave TikTok because you probably know why. It's not good anymore. And honestly, while people are still on that platform, I think it's just a matter of time before they switch. Instagram Reels is where I'm going to be heading. I've already started posting, I guess, promotional content on my art on there. I need to start getting into Threads because I'm trying to understand what Threads is. And then there's also that Facebook group that no one's a part of yet, but I'll promote that as well. I'm focusing more on the idea of on what's more beneficial at the moment, and without sacrificing, my what I want to do on this, what I want to do with content creation in general. So the fairest and the best route, I think, is just stick with my art. In terms of my shop and even music in general, like that's gonna be put on the back burner in terms of like what's to come. My sister did ask me if we could start working on merch designs for Fork Breaks China. If that's something that you really, really want, I can do that. But really, what I want to do right now is just promote my art, and it also will help if you do buy stuff on my shop. That's all that's really I'm probably going to be talking about this year. There's really, unless something else happens that could negatively affect my just uploading in general. In terms of this channel, I'm probably just going to be waiting until any release that I'm interested comes out, which, The Life is Strange Reunion, Ace Combat, as well as I think I kind of want to put out a video talking about the Screamer remake or revival or whatever, because that game looks really interesting. But I think I'm just gonna wait until I get to play it to further discuss my skepticism on one specific aspect with that game. Everything else looks really cool about that game, but I there are some things I want to talk about, but I also should just wait until to play it. Now, that being said, obviously any sort of money contribution will help out with anything. Like it will help out with content on this channel, because then I know that like if I am getting some sort of profit from somewhere and it's like reasonably generous, then in that would mean that, yeah, you know, I could focus on other, I guess, passion projects while I'm still waiting on other stuff. But for now, I'm more focused on just focusing on art, as well as hopefully something, hopefully I can manage everything at once. Basically, that's what I want to do. Feel like that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the future. Probably going to be the Life is Strange reunion, or I don't think there's anything else that's coming out. Outside of that, yeah, you know, follow my Instagram. I'll have my link tree in the description. I'll make sure to add the Facebook group to my link tree. And I'll also add my Shopify link in the description as well. That's all. Peace.